Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour, your source for all hard rock, heavy metal, new metal, alternative, punk, horror punk, hardcore, rock, and all local bands, with your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather.
Hi, this is Nick Reese from Joyous Wolf, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
The views and opinions of the guest do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of BODS Mayhem Radio Network, its staff, affiliates, or sponsors. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome to BODS Mayhem Radio Network.
Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I am your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather, and as always, I'm bringing you guys and gals awesome interviews. Today, it's an honor and a huge privilege to welcome Mr. Nick Reese, vocalist of Joyous Wolf. Joyous Wolf have released their video Quiet Heart off their debut EP, Place in Time, available now on Roadrunner Records. And for me, this is a great EP. There's not a bad song on it. It starts off high and it keeps going. And you guys did a really, really good job on this, Nick.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
This is your guys' debut EP, Place in Time. To me, it feels like Joyous Wolf has more than just this EP. the
only thing that we have released is that, plus two songs, a cover of Mississippi Queen by Mountain, and an original track we did called Slow Hand.
Right. The two singles that are out.
Yeah.
How does it feel, though, to have this EP out finally? You know, and is there any songs that didn't make this EP that may end up on an album down the road, possibly?
Probably not. I think everything that we put out was what it was, because everything that we had done was like we did Mississippi Queen and Slow Hand and the whole record. Those were all the same at the same time. We just chose to release Mississippi Queen and Slow Hand, double single, and then release the record on top of it, the EP on top of it. So everything we did was pretty much used.
What's impressed or excited you the most about making this, if anything, man? What stands out or surprises you with it?
Honestly, it was such a brief thing. I mean, we wrote the record in like 2 weeks, and we wrote, mixed, recorded, mixed, mastered, done, you know? So it was a really speedy process. I mean, the only songs that we had mostly finished were Mother Rebel and Undesired. Those tracks we've been playing, and we perfect them in the studio. But yeah, it was a very quick process. I think that's what was the most surprising about making the EP. Because
usually, you know, you've got to do these songs over and over and over, and you've got all these things that come up. But to actually hit it out of the ballpark like that, man, that's got to be an A+.
I mean, you know, it was definitely a learning experience. I mean, the next time we do it, like we're about to start working on our next release, which is going to be a full length. And yeah, we definitely learned a lot. And this next time around, things are going to be a lot different.
So let me ask you this then. Do you like the EP route versus the full length, or did you just guys want to hurry up and get this out and to everybody who's been wanting something?
We wanted to put out like just something to show that we have the ability to play and we can write songs. I mean, we write our songs, obviously, ourselves, and we just wanted to put something out to tour with, really. I mean, it was a collection of songs that we were writing at the time, and that's really what it was. I think the next work will be a much more focused endeavor.
And I'm not saying it's just because you're on here, but if people cannot take and say that, well, they're just this, and that, I mean, you guys are awesome. I like your music. So if they can't...
Well, thank you very much.
If they can't realize that you guys are legit, then they need to go back on home. So,
everyone's got their own whatever,
sure.
Know, and I think that we have these different kinds of people that discover us. They'll discover us through the record itself, or they'll come see us at a show and have no idea we were going to be there, because we've been opening for bands and stuff and all year long and touring all year long. So it's, people will get to it eventually. I feel like it's just about how it's fed to them,
So what led you guys to cover Mountain's 1970 song Mississippi Queen? What was that for you guys? Let's do this one.
It was mostly it was a song we all knew and we all loved, and it was just sonically it fit what we do. It just made sense, And it was something that we all kind of bonded over early on. And when they wanted us, like, when they approached us about doing a cover, we were really uneasy about it. But we decided to do something that wasn't, a song that everyone really, everyone knew. It's a big song, but it's not like an in-your-face, it gets played all the time kind of song, And also, we wanted to bring attention to the geniuses in Mountain. Like those three guys are underrated, to the point of it's not fair,
I agree with that. Totally. I mean, you got a lot of great bands in the 70s, but yeah, they're really underrated, as like you said. I agree with that totally.
It was really just about that.
I know you said it took no time to record this album, but the writing process, man, for you, does it allow you to push past your comfort zone when you're writing these songs?
Yeah, I mean, I think really it's just about going with whatever is happening. We wrote a lot of tracks on there. I think if people had been listening to us prior to the release, there were some songs on there that I think were very different and very surprising, like Said Too Much and Feel Below, to name two in particular, that I think are very different from the rest of the record. And, and I feel like we have a lot of freedom, between the four of us as writers. We just sort of pair off and do whatever,
Any tracks standing out more to you than any right now on this? I know it must change every time you listen to it or every time you take a look at it, and I know you're close to these, but do you have any that stick out for you?
I honestly like them all for different reasons, It's like trying to pick your kids,
Right.
I think what I'm always happy about is that every single one has its own thing, no two songs are the same, everything is different, and lyrically everything is different, and melodically everything is different, and that's really what matters to me.
Nick, was it hard to choose between the current set of songs on this? Which one would be the first single or video you guys wanted to release or push first off this?
My general gut reaction from the moment I heard Quiet Heart for the first time, I was like, nope, that's it. there it is.
Hands down.
Yeah, done. I knew from the moment we started writing it, I'm like, this is going to be a great song for something like that.
What do you hope everyone takes away from the single Quiet Heart, or message you hope they hear while listening to it, or just any of Joyous Wolf's music in general? What do you hope everybody gets from it?
Well, I mean, for Quiet Heart specifically, I hope that people feel uplifted, and I hope it makes people feel good, and I hope it makes them, have a positive feeling inside, because that's what I have when I was writing it, when I sang it. It's really a celebratory track, and as far as for the rest of the stuff, I just hope people get something, emotional from it. I hope they get a response from it, whatever that may be. Maybe that it can help in certain situations, That people tell me quite a lot that Feel Below has helped them deal with emotions, and then when people tell me stuff like that, that makes me very happy,
Who produced the EP, or did you guys do it yourself?
Howard Benson produced it. He's done tons of bands. He's done My Chemical Romance, All American Rejects, Mustang. You could name a ton more. Like he's done Carlos Santana. He did Chris Cornell. He's done a lot of people.
Working with him on this, Nick, did he get something out of you guys that maybe someone else may not have gotten, possibly?
I think he definitely made us more. He focused us, I guess, if anything I could say. He definitely focused us.
Who did the artwork or cover photo for this album?
That is a photograph by a great photographer named Steve Thrasher. He took that during our show opening for Stone Sour at the Anaheim House of Blues last December. And it was just one of the shots that he happened to get, and the record label liked it and said we should use it for the cover, and that's the story of that.
Do you see this band still musically growing from where it started from? And do you like the direction the sound is going, or has it just been more of personal growth for all of you guys?
I think it's definitely been a growth all around. I mean, our sound is definitely changing and it's evolving, and I think all we want to do is evolve. I think our ambitions are way bigger than, what we've done. We don't want to just do the same thing over and over again. I mean, you're going to get nothing but different stuff from us always into the future. And as far as us as people, we've done a lot together, and we're a family, it's a brotherhood, and that's how we feel moving forward.
In your own opinion, what does Joyous Wolf bring to the table for music that's not out there right now? I know no one's reinventing the wheel, but what are you adding to that wheel?
I think it's a reinterpretation of what rock and roll should be. I think that's what it is. I feel like a lot of it's been mucked up, and I think this is in our opinion, in our method, the truest form it should be in. And it's kind of anything goes, with some poeticism, I guess.
When you were coming into the recording studio to record this, did you do anything differently that allowed you to escape or keep your mind fresh and open to not get bored with everything? Did you do anything that helped you possibly? It
was so fast that there was no time for me to get bored or anything, and I don't think I ever could. When we're creating songs, it's nothing but excitement around the clock for me. I'm always sitting around working on anything that I can put my hands on that's available,
What can fans expect at a show from Joyous Wolf who have not got to see you guys live as of yet? What are they going to get?
You're going to get something you haven't gotten before in a very vacuum-packed, high-energy kind of way.
What made you want to become a musician, Nick? What was that spark for you that said, yeah, that's what I want to do?
The very first time I played on stage is in my freshman year, sophomore year of high school. I played a song by Eddie Cochran called Come On Everybody, and I played it on stage at this open mic thing and I got a great, loud, positive response from the audience, and I just remember my legs feeling like Jell-O and just loving that feeling, just wanting that forever. And I think that was when the bug bit me.
I sung in my high school chorus, and I couldn't. I had to close my eyes. Every time we did something, I could not do it, man. Could not do it.
It's tough. It's tough, man.
It is.
It's why not everybody does it,
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly right. Is there a country that stands out or shocks you that Joyous Wolf gets support from, or your music even gets played in, man? Have you seen something out of the ordinary so far?
I mean, at this point, we pretty much are global. Our music's been played in other countries around. So it's. I'll tell you what's weird is we actually have a lot of people listening in Germany, like more so than I think. Like there's almost more people listening to us in Germany than the United States, which is interesting because we've never set foot there. And people over there and in Brazil, really love the kind of music that we do. So it is interesting to see those, be so prominent.
Is there a band on the bucket list for you? Now, I know you guys have toured a lot here lately with different bands, but that you'd like to tour with, or maybe do an old school album split with, possibly?
I don't really know. I mean, I think what we want to work towards now is just is doing our own shows. But I mean, if a dream tour, opening for the Foo Fighters or something like that would be pretty amazing, or Queens of the Stone Age, or or Muse, or just some of these are big, enormous acts. That would be an honor and a pleasure, or AC/DC, something like that. Like, there's this whole deal about that. And then, you look over at the other side of it, though, but I think we really just want to start doing more headlining dates, and that is going to start happening very soon.
I really hope AC/DC goes on tour next year. That's the rumors, and I hope they really do. I hope they do.
I'm pretty sure they are.
I'll take that as a yes. Nick, how can folks stay in touch with you guys, buy this album from you all, tour dates, things like that? How can they do that, man?
You can literally just type in Joyous Wolf in Google, and you'll find everything by us, joyouswolf.com. You can get the record there digitally. Again, we're on every single streaming service. We're on YouTube. We're on literally anything that has music digital today. You'll find it. And you can also get Joyous Wolf t-shirts on the website, joyouswolf.com.
Before I let you go, would you care to do a promo for the show?
Sure, man. All right. Hi, this is Nick Reese from Joyous Wolf, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Everybody stick around. We got some great stuff coming up, and you only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour and BODS Mayhem Radio Network. Please get out and check out our Facebook page. It has our podcast link and also our YouTube link. Please get out and subscribe to our YouTube link, because anything and everything we do will be going up on that, and plus the podcast link. And also get out and check out Joyous Wolf. Pick up this album that they have out, Place and Time. You will not be disappointed. These guys rock it out and have some great music. So, Nick, I wish you guys nothing but the best of luck, man.
Thank you very much, man. Have a great day.
Hour.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.